Welcome to the Chronicle YouTube channel. I'm your host, Busta Brown. Today, I am behind the camera, and in front of the camera is the beautiful Joyce Walker. And Joyce Walker is the Clerk of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a big deal.
It is.
That's a really big deal. Let's go into a little bit about what are the duties of a clerk.
Oh my goodness. We have legislative duties,
Yeah.
one of which is to keep all the records of your municipality. That's the main and most important item. However, there are other things that we must do. For example, keep a record of any annexations that we have, keep a record of all of the roads that are within the town, do any bidding business of the town council, of our managers. There's really a lot, and there's so many it's hard to enumerate. We have to make sure that notices are posted in the newspaper. And yes, folks, I said newspaper.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And so we're here in Lewisville, North Carolina, which is the town she's talking about. But you are Clerk of the Year in the state.
That's correct.
That is a big deal.
Yes.
And there's a lot of cities here in the state of North Carolina.
540.
Yeah, and you should know because you're a clerk. When you got that award, how did you feel? That says a lot about who you are and your work ethics and the trust that so many have in you and respect.
Well, first of all, let me tell you, it was a surprise. My mayor came and my mayor pro tem came.
Right.
However, they come to everything that anyone on staff does. So
Right.
if it's something going on, they're always supportive.
Right.
So when they came, I thought, oh, well, I'm just being sworn in as District 9 Director, so they came to wish me luck. Because there was another mayor there, but it
Right.
turns out that mayor was for the person that was being sworn in as president.
Wow.
So it was a surprise to me, and I was really shocked. Believe it or not, I'm
Right.
speechless, and I'm never speechless.
You are a good person to know because you have a lot of connections. When you're the clerk, you have a lot of connections to the right people in the city and in the state.
Well, somewhat.
Yeah.
But, our connections are right here trying to do stuff for our citizens.
For your citizens.
And that's the important thing, just trying to make sure that things work out well for them.
When I go through your history, you were nursing and assistant nurses aide, teaching, working for Bell Atlantic in D.C. You had a lot of experience in communicating with people, working with people. All of that helped you become effective at what you do today?
I think so. When you work in this type of job, you have to be able to get your points over to people.
Right.
You have to love people. And by the way, I tell folks, when you come to visit me, you get a hug.
Yes.
And I have to tell you a story of a young man. He wasn't young. He had his family. He was here visiting his mother and had his wife and 2 kids.
Yeah.
And I helped him on the phone, and I said, well, if you have an opportunity, come into town hall. You can get a hug.
Right.
The next day he came in, brought his
Wow.
mother, his wife, and his 2 kids.
Wow.
So I had to hug them all.
Right.
Yeah.
And your smile when I came in and you greeted me, the smile was so warm and inviting, and I appreciate that.
Okay.
And one of the things that was crazy is that when the young lady buzzed me in on the intercom, she knew who I was meeting. When I say I'm here to meet Joyce Walker, you can hear the excitement in her voice, like, wow, you get to meet her too. We get to share this awesome person. Then I get in the door, I meet another young lady. Just go down, Joyce is down. They were like excited for me to share the experience of your beautiful spirit.
Well, I try to hope
Yes.
that comes out with all people. My thing is that we should have more people who smile,
Absolutely.
more people who hug, and think about other folks in the world, and just don't be mean.
Right.
That's my whole thing.
Right.
Don't be mean.
Now, 28 years with Bell Atlantic in D.C. How did that help you at what you're doing now? Because you have to talk to a lot of people a lot of the times.
Yes. Well, communications.
Right.
Actually, I did database management. So understanding computers, but dealing with folks, because
Right.
I had Washington, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia that I supported.
Right.
So I had to understand the vernacular of a lot of locations.
Right.
But it really helped.
Right.
It really helped.
And let's talk just a little bit about the business school you went to, Cortez Peters.
Yes.
That gave you a little bit of knowledge about law. How did that happen?
When you take classes, when you took classes at the time, and I'll have to give you a little background about Cortez Peters. The father and son who owned the school were world champion typists. And they opened up a school to help youth and anyone to understand business.
Right.
At any rate, one of the classes that you had to take was in law. And so that kind of gave me a feel for it,
Right.
and understanding what the law was all about, and that, there were certain things that you had to follow. So it really helped me here when I got in this job.
Exactly.
We have to know a lot about law, and we take classes all the time to bring us up to date on
Right.
new things in the legislature and, all that.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. Can we just congratulate you? Oh, can we talk about that? When you were at Bell Atlantic, there was a chance to go on an assignment to Puerto Rico.
Yes.
What was that like?
Well,
And why did you take that chance?
I have to kind of tell you.
Yeah.
I worked there for 28 years.
Okay.
And I was about to retire, as
Yes.
were quite a few of us.
Yes.
And when we were retiring, all of us were asked if we would consider taking an assignment out of the country after retirement.
Yes.
So, of course, I said, something new, something different. Of course, I'm going to do it. So I signed up, and I got sent to Puerto Rico, and I worked there for a while. Plus, I had a cousin that lived there, and I thought it would be nice to be able to visit and not be by myself.
Right.
So it was nice.
And pretty much a free vacation.
Yes.
In a nutshell. Happy 55th anniversary, because you celebrate your 55th anniversary.
I did.
Being married for 55 years. Wow. So this is your husband. That picture right there is a picture of your husband. Handsome young man. You make a beautiful couple.
Thank you.
What's the magic of 55 years of being together?
He knows how to say yes, dear. That's it. Ask any successful marriage.
Yes.
Yes, dear, and you move on. Now, you might ignore what we said.
Right.
But you say, yes,
Yes,
dear.
dear. At least you know how to, say yes, dear, and, master the thing of pretending like I'm paying attention.
Exactly.
Yes, that's
Yes,
good
yes.
stuff. That's good stuff.
Exactly.
What do you love most about your husband? After 55 years, what do you still love most?
That he's a great cook.
Mm.
Because I don't. He is a great cook.
Great cook.
Yeah.
So your 55th anniversary, this picture right here that we're looking at is a picture of some friends of yours from D.C. that came up.
Yes.
That was really cool.
Yeah, they some of the girls used to work for me.
Right.
And I keep in touch with everybody.
Yeah.
So when I sent out the invitations, they said they would come.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
And let's take a look at this picture. This is 4 generation of walkers.
Yes.
From left to right, who are we looking at?
Okay. From left, I think the youngest person is my great-grandson, Dante, and his dad is standing behind him.
Yeah.
That's D'Artagnan. And then I believe backs to us we have Marky Jr., my husband Clint, and then my son Mark.
Wow.
To the right, yeah.
It'd have to be fantastic to have 4 generations of walkers.
Right. No,
right there at your
of course, you
55th
don't
anniversary.
have my daughter in that picture.
Right.
But I do
But
have a daughter.
Okay, and she's a part of that generation.
Yeah.
Your grandbaby was there as well, who's now a lady.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That had to feel good.
It did. And so I had my grandson, and there's another picture that you don't see, but there's a picture with my granddaughter holding my great-grandson,
Right.
who was just born a few months ago.
Okay, congratulations.
But the picture that has the 12-year-old, that's his brother. That was
Wow.
12 years in between.
So a fun fact about Joyce Walker, she met Dwight D. Eisenhower. How cool is that? Tell us a little bit about that, how that happened.
My mother was heavily into politics when I was young.
Yeah.
And she used to go all over, during that particular time when he was running for president.
Yeah.
And I followed her everywhere. So I had an opportunity to meet him then. And then when I graduated from high school, I was one of the people selected in D.C. to attend the White House Youth it was just the White House Conference on Youth, that's what it was. And so I was selected to go, and I got to meet him again.
You meet lots of people. Is that what you love most about your job? What do you love most about being Clerk of the Year here in Lewisville, North Carolina?
Meeting people. I love people.
Will you consider yourself a workaholic?
Yes.
Why do you love to work so much? Because I noticed you told me off camera that you love to work. What does it do for you?
I don't know. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I've accomplished something, regardless of whether it was back home or here, or even some of the organizations that I work with.
Yeah.
That I've done something that's helpful. But the other reason I like to work, I don't like doing housework. So if I'm at home, I'm trying to figure out, what do I need to clean? Maybe I'll watch TV instead.
Yeah.
So, I'd rather be at work.
So when you're not working, what are some of your hobbies? What do you love to do to have fun?
Other than bowling, which I love to do, which, by the way, my daughter and granddaughter got their scholarships to college bowling.
Wow. What was your highest game?
I think this was back in the 70s. I was in Arizona. I had a tooth pulled, so I was still, hazy.
Yeah.
And I shot a 245
Woo!
or something.
Go, girl.
And I wasn't even supposed to be doing that. I was supposed to go back to my hotel. I had a tooth pulled, and I said, oh. But, yeah, that's how, oh, by the way, I have to put a plug in for bowling. A lot of youth don't realize that there are other scholarships out there beyond football, baseball, and basketball. So you need to look at other things that you might be good at which you may be good. Notice I corrected me.
Yes.
But anyway, look at other things, because a lot of times you can get full scholarships, and my granddaughter did get full scholarships.
And you're witness to that.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. What do you want to leave us with, Joyce Walker, about just life, nice little encouraging word for people that's watching this?
Do your best, regardless of whatever it is. I will have to tell you that is what my dad always told me, because he never finished elementary school. But no matter what job he took, he always did his best, and he was always good with people. So as long as you do that, I think you'll be successful.
Joyce Walker, North Carolina Clerk of the Year. We appreciate having you.
I enjoyed it. Thank you very much.